Hey guys, Ike here from IkesOutdoors.com. I'm here today to do a list of the top 5 mid-priced bows that I have ever shot. There's a criteria for this. Being mid-priced is, to me, $500 or less. We're right around that $500 mark. Most of them are $499 MSRP. So they're going to be over $500 with tax, but they're $500 price point bows, and that's bare bow. We're also going to do a list coming up that's going to be bows that are $500 or less with a package. So this is bows that are $500 or less as a bare bow. And the other criteria that I kind of looked at into when I went into this is history of producing good bows. So we're going to talk about some bows in specifically, mostly the 2016 models, because they're the new ones that are out and the new ones that are available. But these are also bow companies with a history of making really good mid-price bows that are $500 and under. So we're going to start out with our number 5 best mid-price bow is the PSE Bow Madness. Like I said, PSE is a company. The Bow Madness is a fast bow. It's a really good shooting bow, and for it's between $500 and $600. It's probably the most expensive bow on this list. But they make 2 different versions, the 32 and 34, and I've found it most of the time around $500, but it does go up to the $600 range as well on some websites. The 34-inch version is an excellent shooting bow. It's got a long riser on it, and those really preloaded limbs, and it's a very fast bow, which most PSEs out there are. And it has a great shooting platform, which, I mean, at full draw, when you got that thing at full draw, it's just stable as can be. So it is a very good bow in the $500 range from PSE. And historically, PSE, like the Stiletto, the Woman's Bow, and some of those other bows that PSE makes are outstanding bows as well. So the number 4 bow on our list is the Quest Amp. And again, Quest has got a history of making just outstanding bows in this price range. There's some Quests from 4 or 5 years ago, maybe even as far back as 8-9 years ago when they first started, that were just awesome bows. I remember when the Quest bows first came out, I was working at an archery shop and we couldn't keep them on the shelf. They were just going out as fast as they came in. They were excellent shooters, and Quest has really kept that quality up as the years have gone by. And the Quest Amp is a $450 to $530 range online. I found it $450 most places, but it does seem to get up to $530 in some others. But very good bow for $450. Just an excellent bow and an excellent history of making good quality bows at this price. So the next one, the number 3 bow on our list, is the Parker Viking. Now, Parker is known for making, I hate to say low-end bows, but low-priced bows is what I should say, because Parker's, especially the Viking, man, they shoot so much better than their price range. I've shot everything from the old Phoenix 32s and 34s to the new bows that they're producing now, and man, they are just excellent bows, just especially for the money. The Parker Viking is probably the most expensive bow that they make, and it's right in that $500 range as a bare bow. But some of the Parkers that I've shot at the ATA shows and some of the ones that I've reviewed, they can stand with the $600 and $700 bows all day long. The Parkers are just an outstanding bow, a great bow to start out with, a great bow for an experienced hunter. They are an outstanding bow, and especially for the price category that you're getting them in, really good quality bows for $500 and under. The next one is the Bear Threat. This is the number 2 bow on our list, and Bear, again, is one of those companies. I say the Bear Threat because it's their 2016 model, but historically in the past 5 years, Bear has really upped their game. Their quality has gone from being pretty poor to just really turned it around to making some of the most excellent bows out there. You know, the Arena and some of the older bows like the Attack and some of those high-end bows are just really awesome. But they have also drastically improved their mid-price bows as well. The Threat, you know, the new Wild that's coming out, and some of these other bows that Bear's put out in the last 5 years are just excellent, awesome bows. And of course, the price range again, the Bear Threat, everywhere I looked, I found it for $500 and under. So it's right there around that $499 to $500 mark, and just a really good bow for that price range, and you can't hardly go wrong with one of the Bear mid-price bows. The number 1 bow on our list is the Hoyt Charger PowerMax. And I put Charger slash PowerMax on this specifically because the PowerMax is a 2016 model, and it's a pretty good bow. It's really, really good bow. But for me, the reason Hoyt is on top of this list is the Chargers that they made. The Charger was an excellent bow, and Hoyt, I believe, really made a mistake making the Charger, and I think they realized it, and that's why they came out with the PowerMax. Because the awesome thing about the Charger was the only difference in it and their upper end bows was the riser. It had a magnesium riser on it versus a carbon riser, and versus a aluminum riser. So, and it also probably had cheaper limbs on it, but it had the same cam system on it, had the same grip, had the same feel to it. I mean, the old Chargers were just awesome bows. My brother bought one, and we updated it. We took and put new strings on it and had the RKT cam on it, and we just really tuned that thing, and that was one of the best bows that I'd ever shot. And every year we'd go to the ATA show, or we'd go up to Bow Freaks and do bow reviews, and I would shoot the old Chargers, and they just were as good as the upper end Hoyts and just a little bit heavier. So they were an awesome bow for $500, and that's what the generally price tag on them is, $499. Now, the newer Charger and the newer PowerMax, they cheapened up the limb pockets on them a little bit, and they've got a little bit different cam on them. They probably got a Charger cam on them now, or a PowerMax cam, or whatever. But they've cheapened them up a little bit, but they're still really, really good shooters overall. But they've kind of dropped in quality from the old Chargers, and I believe the reason that they have changed them up is not only because just to save money, but also because most people were going to these shops and picking up the two bows, the Charger and the upper end bows that they had, and most people were walking out with the Chargers simply because they were such good bows, and the weight on them from the magnesium riser versus the aluminum really wasn't that much of a difference. So they really were, I think, shooting themselves in the foot by making the Charger and making it such high quality. So that is our top 5 list for mid-price bows. Again, these bows are $500 or under, and some of them are a little bit higher than that, but if I could find them for $500, I was able to include them on the list. So we'll run it down again. Number 5 is the PSE Bow Madness. Number 4 is the Quest Amp. Number 3 is the Parker Viking. Number 2 is the Bear Threat. Number 1 is the Hoyt Charger slash PowerMax. And again, these are companies that have a history of producing outstanding quality as far as their mid-price bows. So if it isn't specifically the bow that I'm talking about on this list, you're probably still going to do okay with one of these bows, bow companies that we mentioned. So should be alright with any of their mid-price bows. These are just the ones that I've shot and that I particularly like of their mid-range bows. So for more product reviews, how-to videos, you can check out our website, Ike's Outdoors. We also have a list of the top 5 best bows I've ever shot, the top 5 worst bows I've ever shot, and we are going to include here pretty quick the top 5 best bows that I've ever shot that are low-end bows. These are going to be bows that are $500 and under that are going to come with complete packages. So, and you're going to find some of these exact same bow companies on that list. So be sure to check back with that. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and be sure to check us out on Facebook under Ike's Outdoors. Appreciate you guys watching.